Hey, and welcome to map 3 of TNT Evilution, Power Control. So, the first thing we've got to do here is clear this circle out. We want to make sure we get rid of all these enemies because we don't really want to lose too much health here. Once we grab these items here, the wall pops up behind and it's a bit of a trap. It's not too difficult to trap. Let's be totally honest. It's the same on the other side. Grab the item and the wall pops up to reveal a few enemies, but nothing too major. We'll grab the chain gun here, and so sometimes this spectre here will run through the teleporter and sometimes it will actually come out to meet you. So we're going to take down all these enemies here. Got to be a bit careful because once you come through you can't go back, so make sure you pick everything up before you come into this area. I'm going to take out this spectre here and the imp, and there's a room here filled with enemies. There's a berserk pack on the left hand side. We're not going to pick it up straight away because if you come over to this wall here, there's actually a little secret. So this actually takes you into an area that we won't be getting to until near the end of the level. But you can see there was a whole bunch of enemies there waiting to shoot me. But you need that to mark one of the secrets off. So I'm going to run across here and grab the super shotgun. Super shotgun makes clearing out all the enemies here a bit easier, let's be honest. So the enemies are now where I'm here, so they'll all start kind of moving towards me. I'm going to take my time and just get rid of them all because it's very easy to get sort of swarmed if you try going out into the middle. There's enemies in the middle building, there's enemies in these little small buildings, there's enemies wandering around the sides. It's a very nasty area if you kind of don't have much health. As you can see there, the enemies from up top can shoot down on you, and they really are not frightened to. So it's best to kind of take your time, get rid of the enemies as you're kind of making your way around. It's a very interesting layout as well, because you're basically kind of wandering through all these very similar looking rooms. There's very slight differences. So now I'm going to go on the outside here, get rid of all these enemies, just because I don't fancy them sort of ruining my day here. Shoot you in the face. So, as you can see, this is a very interesting looking building. It looks like a gravel wall, but it's got like the texture at the top's kind of moving around, so it kind of indicates that that dish is kind of spinning. It's like a little satellite building. I find it hard to kind of describe what this building is actually meant to be, but it's definitely meant to be something like that, I think. It's like a big satellite dish spinning around. So there's actually a secret here. If you look on the wall there, the texture's very slightly misaligned. So if we run back out here, there's a secret here. Now, fun fact, apparently there was supposed to be a plasma rifle on this level, or there was at some point. But it was actually taken out during development of the level. But that cell pack was supposed to be like a bit of extra ammo for it. So, who knows? Who knows? But as we make our way into the central bit here, you can kind of see there's a whole bunch of teleporters. And these teleporters kind of take you further out here. So they take you back out to the outer ring. And they also take you to these little buildings here where we were shooting enemies earlier on. It's a good idea to grab all the ammo you can in this level because there's quite a few enemies in this level and you want to make sure that you're dealing with them as you pass through. The thing with this level is that it's got a very rough start. Like once you come into this central area, it's likely that you're going to lose quite a lot of health. Luckily there's quite a lot of armor dotted around to help you out. We're heading into the red door here. Be careful of the brawny boy behind this door because he can catch you off guard. There's another little secret door here with a rocket launcher. We'll take that. But what's also of note is that you can't actually get out of this area until you grab the yellow key over there. So this level's one of those levels that kind of makes use of different coloured keys on different sides of doors. I really don't know why that isn't used more in Doom. It's kind of a fun little mechanic. It also kind of forces you to explore this area. And the puzzle here isn't that difficult. We hit the switch there and it raises the platform here. Gonna grab the rockets out of the toxic because why would we not? But of course once we hit that, the little passageway opens up. There's a little trap wall here with all these enemies, so you just got to be careful. Obviously the bony boy is the big one here, but obviously not too much trouble. Overall, I do like this level. I think it can actually be quite tough, which kind of adds to its appeal for me. Again, like the first two TNT levels, I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this level. And as you can see here, this is the room we were in earlier on where we woke up all those enemies. That's where we teleported into. Get rid of the lost souls here. I think this level's just kind of fun. It's a very nice challenge. It's not too long. And not a fan of that. So there's an archvile that comes out of that middle pillar there, and it's kind of important that you take him out, because I don't know if he can actually go through that teleporter or not. I don't know if that teleporter's marked for monsters to go through, but you don't want him going through there, let's put it that way. So we come into the final room here, and it's not got much going on for it, but there are a bunch of mancubus here who are sort of acting as big, you know, meat shields to stop you racing to the exit. But again, I don't hate this level. I think it's quite fun. I don't think it's anything super spectacular, at least compared to some of the better Doom 2 levels and the levels that we played in Ultimate Doom, but certainly nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. It's fun, and I think that a fair few of these TNT levels are fun, if somewhat slightly unspectacular. The level has an interesting design to it. It goes for a sort of symmetrical approach, which can probably baffle some new players, but overall I think it's a fun level. I don't think it's anything super spectacular. It's certainly not among the best Doom levels, but then again it's not among the worst Doom levels. It's got that kind of TNT quality to it where you play it, you enjoy it, and then you kind of just move on and forget about it. It pretty much defines that, in my opinion. So what are your thoughts on Power Control? Do you like this one, or do you hate it? Let me know in the comments.